Yeah, what's going on, people? Reno here. Yeah, man, I haven't done a video in a while about my characters and a little breakdown kind of thing. So I thought, yeah, man, let's do that today. So let's talk about David, yeah? Now, David, funny enough, is part of some of the really important, integral plot points in the military years, right? Because you get introduced to David quite early on, yeah, in my pages, right? And you realize quickly that David is someone who is going to be a type of obstacle in Jose's way. You know that straight away. You know, the guy's totally jealous of the dude. You know, he can't stand the fact that Jose is this stoic, you know what I mean, hard working, focused soldier who doesn't want to, I would say, you know, interact really with anyone on just like a personal level. So he doesn't understand that, and he doesn't understand why he himself feels inferior to Jose. You know what I mean? He's not accepting that, and he feels inferior to him. So, you know, when people start feeling inferior, like in the real world, they start get jealous or envious. And a lot of the time it breeds bad emotions within yourself, because you yourself need to work on something and you can't. And then someone who's actually doing what you're meant to do now almost basically reveals that truth to you. So it's like that whole quote saying, go where the truth hurts. So he can't take the fact that Jose is a really, really good soldier, and the fact that, you know, he kind of walks around like he's the boss of the place, just because Jose is the best soldier in terms of his work rate there, you know, but he can't accept that. So he starts getting frustrated. He's like, yo, like, what's with this dude? You know what I mean? Like, what's with this dude? Like, who does he think he is, you know? So he breeds a lot of the tension that formulates in the military camp and starts getting people to think like him, and formulates a group, of course, that you will see where, you know, they're kind of almost against Jose, sneering at him, always looking at him funny, like he's a weirdo or something like that, you know what I mean? Like those kind of vibes. All because of their own frustrations within themselves that they cannot accept. They can't accept their own inferiority, because that's what all of this comes down to a lot of the time. So, well, not inferiority, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? They can't accept their own issues that they're trying to deal with, and they see someone else doing better than them. So anyway, I'm not going to say too much apart from that, but just know David is definitely one of those integral parts of what leads to some of Jose's development, and is a part of a few things that happen which are integral plot points in the story. That's all I'm going to say, because I'm not going to spoil anyone, you know what I mean, apart from that. So yeah, man, he's a soldier like Jose. And, you know, he's come in thinking that he's, you know, one of the best. And he finds out people are better than him, you know what I mean? And he can't take it. So, yeah, man, you know, yeah. Apart from that, that's all I really got to say on him, really. You know, without, of course, saying anything more that would reveal anything. So, yeah, man, check him out. You'll see him anyway. Pretty much like in the first, 5 pages, you'll be introduced to him. And yeah, man, he spends a lot of his time hating on Jose, not liking who he is, and breeding that tension. So he plays his part in the story very well, though, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean, because every hero has to have their obstacles, and yeah, you'll find out that David is going to be one of them.